it like rocket fuel.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out cause I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yellow, I'm on 80.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
6-man. Check curl.
From the 16, Locke dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Come on. First down and goal to go.
Clock now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Back 22, back 22. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A game there of 30 big ones. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Clock now to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Throwing now is Locke, being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Yellow. Check, 43. I'm here all day. I'm here.
On first down, McFarland. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down. Alert.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time.
Yellow.
Let him know. Check 13. Check 13. Hey.
Now a give right side. McFarland. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check out read. Check 52.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
Football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming in.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now. And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through. And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Darren Lee there to get him down. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest. You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league. Lock going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Let's go.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Let's go. 8-3.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, exit.
Throwing his lock on third down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check pass. Check pass. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Say.
You draw Corker. Lead Rivers.
Freeman again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Rush in.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Rip right, rip right.
Ready, go. Shoot.
Another run by Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike, 44.
80 weapon.
Big ass, big ass, big ass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Chris Jones on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 49.
too soft.
Cut.
On first down, Locke. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike 50.
Big grip.
On third and long, it's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Butker on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
On first down, Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, here's Freeman. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Block working out of the gun, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 27, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now. 8, read.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now here's Mahomes, and he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.